In the name of the Father, and Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God, amen. First of all, I'm happy to see all of this number, and I wish, as ابونا mentioned, to have this number always in every servants meeting, which is just once a month. It's a great number, and I'm so proud of the youth. We used to encourage the youth. Now we're encouraging the Arabic speaker to come to the monthly meeting. As ابونا mentioned, the theme for the year and what we talk about is not something for you guys, but it's something to watch. And he spoke about unity, and the unity, when ابونا mentioned in the unity, he spoke that we are the sons of God. As you mentioned, I'm going to talk with the grace of God about the hiring and the good shepherd. So 50% and 50%. Sons of God, we want to be like the good shepherd. We want to stay away from that hiring. In Arabic, I'm just going to say the title in Arabic so you can follow. الراعي والراعي. This is what we're going to talk about. Why? Are we hiring? Of course not. First of all, the service is volunteer. Everybody is volunteer. Nobody gets paid for this. And we agree and we know that you spend hours and hours. Whenever we have event, you spend hours and hours, to the point that sometimes I leave the church and you still in the church. And then when I ask you the following day what time you left, some people say at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So we're not here talking about the literally hiring. We're talking about one of the tricks from the devil that we want to watch. Number one, who is the hireling? Who is the hireling? We read it from John 10, 12, verse 12 and 13. But the hireling, he who is not the shepherd, one who does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees. I don't care. And the wolf catches the sheep and scatters them. The hireling flees because he is a hireling and does not care, underline, does not care about the sheep. John 10, verse 12 and 13. Sometimes we hear this a lot. I don't care. I don't care, regardless the age. We hear it from the young age, we hear it from the older age. I don't care. This is really, if this is the concept in your mind, be careful. You're close to be a hireling, not a good shepherd. This is something that we need to watch. Number two, hireling rejoice with less work. Thank God, I'm serving in Archangel Maikel and St. Tekla. Why? The class has 6 or 7 or 8 servants. Thank God. When the class coordinator scheduled me, he scheduled me once every 2 months or 3 months. Thank God. Less work. No, be careful. This is hiring, not a good shepherd. No. And when I find out that I'm scheduled every 2 or 3 months, maybe I'm not going to show up. No. Hiring is different than this. Good shepherd, is different than this. Thank God we have a guest speaker today. I don't have to show up. No. Again, you own the sheep. It's different. I'm not talking here about someone, of course, really busy at school or really busy at work with a different, of course, weekend, with a different, his weekend or her day off is different. Could be the weekdays, could be Saturday or Sunday. I'm not talking about that. But actually, I'm talking about someone who feels that I don't want to do it. It's the weekend and I don't want to go to the service. This is what I'm talking about. When I have this feeling, I'm close to being hireling, not a good shepherd. The most important thing that why we are in service. Why we are in service. In general, in life is not easy, and you need to spend effort. And St. Paul, he said in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 8, each one will receive his own reward according to his own labor. According to your labor, you will feel this. According to your labor in life, according to your labor in service, you will get rewarded after. Human nature, they lean more towards comfort, ease, relaxing, not hard work. Some people, they like those who are working. Some people, they like when we have a long weekend. They say, okay, this week is amazing. It's only 4 days compared to 5 days. Less work. By nature, we're human. By nature, we lean more towards at ease, relaxing. But those who are, and most of you are like this because I hear it as well, we're working home, we're working from home, we're working after hours. That's a good shepherd. Not even the church, I'm talking about in general, practical life right now. Even if you're working at home, that's something, reflect if you are a good shepherd or not. Even in the paradise of the Holy Fathers, the Desert Fathers, Bustan and Ruhban, they speak about the monk who being happy. They know in the Great Lent, or in general in the fasting, we only abstain from food Monday to Friday. But of course, on Saturday and Sunday, there is no abstain from food, according to the Father of Confession, of course, when we meet with my Father of Confession. But they're saying the hireling monk is happy on Saturday and Sunday. Thank God, tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday. I don't have to abstain from food until 3 p.m. I don't have to abstain from food until 4 p.m. I'm happy because tomorrow is Saturday. I'm happy because tomorrow is Sunday. No, even this feeling, we learn about it in the paradise of the Holy Fathers. Less work. Rejoice with the less work. Hireling. Hireling feel happy when he hears, thank you for your service. Thank you, we appreciate it. Differentiate here between the appreciation. Appreciation is the need, it's a need. When we appreciate between husband and wife, we appreciate between, even at work, the worker and the supervisor, appreciation, that's good. But I'm talking more about someone who feels, okay, why they didn't thank me for this? No, I didn't feel happy when I feel and I hear thank you. And the dangers of this is that the only motivation will be for my service when I feel thank you. That's different than someone who really cares about the service and really care about, what's your opinion about this? Should I change it? That's different than this. So here we want to differentiate between, I feel thank you because of my ego, happy that people there thank me for the service, different than someone who feels, I need guidance, I just need guidance, I'm not seeking being thanked or anything, or appreciation. Someone, he knows exactly, okay, we have a servants meeting today, okay, what time is going to start? What time is going to end? Is it okay to come at, before we leave at 1 hour, just 1 hour before we leave? The feeling, I want to be there. You can find out about it if you feel that the service is burden. Someone, he feels that the service is burden, versus someone, no, I would come, even before the hours. You want me at 8, I am here at 7. You want me till 3, I am here even till 4. Because to me, the service is not a burden at all. The service is not a burden. Number 4, how about curriculum? Hireling feels that I want to finish the curriculum because I feel that it's burden. Or balash burden. I feel that it's something that I need to accomplish. I need to finish it. This is very important because sometimes that's for the older age. Sometimes there is an important questions that Habibi, my sons and daughters in the service, they wanted to ask, they want to learn. But me, I'm focusing only to finish the lesson. I want to finish the lesson. I want to get the target. No. Yes, I understand that sometimes there is interruption happen. I understand. Yes, I understand that distraction may happen. Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand that you want to control, but you can. There is a way that you can control it. We can have 2, 3 asking for questions and leave them to the end. Are you interested about this question? Okay. So can you leave until the end, until I finish the lesson? So not interruption, because not many are interested in this question. So 2, 3 are interested, so they can stay after hours after we finish the lesson. And I'm not focusing only on the curriculum and get it done and mahragan and whatever. You're a good shepherd. Put in mind that you are a big brother or a big sister to the sons and daughters of God. Some of them believe me. Some they take your word as it's from. Do you know how we treat the early fathers? And we're saying, this is the early fathers saying. Believe me, they go against their parents and they believe the servants. You are to me is like God. I want to hear you. So be careful what you're saying and be careful of what you're teaching, because they treat you as a holy. Hireling, number 5. Hireling for his own benefit. Sometimes hireling comes when I am focusing only on myself. Okay, I want this in the service. This is coming number 1. I care about this only. I just need the best time only in this. No, there is time set for everything. For example, when we set a time for gym, when we set a time for this after the service, there is a certain time. So hireling is different than the feeling of the good shepherd here that accept this happen, because I'm not focusing on my service only. The devil can trick me that way. By the way, feeling what a hireling feels has nothing to do if you are a servant or not. Maybe you're not a servant in this church. Maybe you're not a servant in this church. That I hear it. I hear it from them. They are not a servant. On paper, they're not a servant. But I hear it. That I spend the whole night thinking about an issue, ابونا, and here is the answer for this. And they're not a servant. So being a hireling or being good shepherd doesn't have to have a title next to my name. Am I a servant or class coordinator or assistant, or doesn't have to be. Even if I'm not a servant, I am busy, totally occupied about the service and totally about church and all the problems that I can help with my experience. Number 6, the hidden service. In this coming event, next Saturday, in any event, there is lots of hours, lots of service, and I'm sure that you experience this yourself. A baby from the high school comes to me and say, ابونا, you know what, that we need to finish community service. It's about 40 hours or so. And when they come to me and say, okay, 40 hours you spent in summer camp this much, and you spent this and this and this and this, okay, you made the 100. No, don't care. The school needs 40, just put 40, that's it. All what's before and also after, we don't care. We just do it, and even if it's not a requirement by the school, I wouldn't do it. Hidden service, I don't care about the hidden hours. I did it out of a good heart. Yes, the school needs 40, but I offer 100. The school needs 40, but I offer 400 hours. God bless you. If this is the meaning, if this is what's in their mind, when they are in high school, they didn't get this by themselves. You taught them this. You taught them this by your action, because you stay here long hours until you finish the service. So you taught them in an indirect way, I love the church. I spend hours in the church. I want to get this done. I want to get that service done. God bless you. Because they're not going to learn high school. They're not going to learn unless you teach them. God bless you. I was thinking about, maybe Mina can answer this. I can find photos. Who composed the tune of the liturgy? Who composed? I understand that the word itself, we have 3 liturgies. St. Basil, St. Gregory, and St. Cyril. But who composed the tune itself? I don't know. I don't know. If anyone knows, let me. But we don't recall their names. We recall only and we understand only those who wrote the actual liturgy. St. Basil, St. Gregory, and St. Cyril. But anyone remember who made the tune? No. Nobody. To the point that when I go to, after the priesthood, after being ordained, 40 days, I'm memorizing the liturgy already. And I'm sure that you, male and female, you memorize the liturgy already. But you don't know who composed it, right? Hidden service. Good shepherd, not hireling. You got this point? They were good shepherd. They didn't care about who started this. It doesn't matter. I'm amazing in this. It doesn't matter. I'm the first one to use this in the service technology or anything. I'm the first one to do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm a good shepherd who doesn't care about who's the first, who's the ego, who comes first. But it's all about how the service can be a complete one. Hidden service. Number 7, how to differentiate between hireling versus good shepherd by extra love. Extra love. When you read Luke 17:10, when you have done all those things which you are commanded, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done what was our duty to do. What do you understand from here? What do you understand? Understand that if the service is 3 hours, from 12:30 until 3:30, we're doing the bare minimum. We need to do more. Abuna, do you want us to go home at 6 p.m. today? No. No. But I just want to deliver the message, the idea. That's not me. That's God saying this in Luke 17:10. We need to do extra. That's why he said in Matthew 5:20, for I say to you, unless your righteousness exceed the righteousness of the scribe. Have you know the scribe? Do you know the Pharisees? Buy a book. 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Even at work, if you go 9 to 5, you're doing the bare minimum. You have no profitable. But the extra love represent if you're a good shepherd versus hireling. You go to the work early at 8 and you leave after hours, maybe at 6 or so. That reflects that you love work. Or you're waiting for rush hours to be over. If you are in Toronto. The Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd. Next. The Good Shepherd. Only 2 points. The Good Shepherd go against his nature for a better goal. When I compare it here, I compare it to a business owner here. He can be losing his temper easily. He can stand people. He can yell and you can say it. But when it comes to a business, he's the most patient one. He cares about review and he cares about the customers and he calls them, are you happy with this product? Or he goes against his nature for a better goal. So even if we're like this, act as a good shepherd, not as a hireling. Jesus said, for their sakes I sanctify myself. Of course it doesn't apply to Jesus. He's holy by himself. It doesn't apply to him. But this is for us. For us. I sanctify myself for their sake. So if you're thinking that, no, I'm not good for the service. No, you're good for the service if you are going against your will. I'll be more patient. Very good. Go ahead. I'll be more speaking. Amazing, go ahead. You're trying to go against your nature to reach the goal. Good for you. You are a good shepherd, not hireling. Good shepherd call his own sheep by name. I'm really bad in this. I need to work on this. Calling by name. John 10:3. I mean myself, not you. Lead them out. Do you know lead them out? What's the virtue here? What's the point here? Lead them out. I didn't put it? I didn't put it. You're a role model. You're not going to lead them unless you are a role model. So lead them out means you're a role model because they walk after you. Where is he? I'm walking after him. Role model. He goes before them. Role model. An amazing point as well here, when I'm role model, I need to point to the role model, the main role model, Jesus Christ. Remember when he said he's the only humble one? Yes, he's the only humble. So we're pointing to his humbleness, we're pointing to his complete love, we're pointing to his complete peace, and so on. So we should point to the good shepherd. Having said this, be careful with your teaching. Know a personal teaching. Not personal teaching, but the teaching of the gospel, teaching of the early fathers. This way you are a shepherd. This way you are, first talk, sons of God and daughters of God. Teaching is teaching. كل سنة وانتم طيبين. I wish you all to think about how was the last year. Was I a hireling or a good shepherd? And thinking about the next week, thinking about next year, focusing to be a good shepherd. To him's glory forever and ever. Amen.